Writing is a second career for me, and I want to mention that my hero is David Seidler, who won the Oscar for The King's Speech at the age of 73. My screenplay, 28, is an emotionally packed political action thriller that turns the usual gun debate right on its head. I remember thinking after Sandy Hook that if 22 dead first graders couldn't move Congress to pass federal gun control legislation, nothing ever would. And then I read in the New York Times an op-ed by Chief Justice Stevens advocating the repeal of the Second Amendment. He said that it was the only way to end gun violence in this country, to scrap it and start all over. These are the reasons why I was inspired to write this screenplay. Okay, so the protagonist, hostage rescue team leader Ames Widener, is devastated by the loss of his 5-year-old daughter Daisy in a school shooting. And then suddenly he's faced with having to stop, as an FBI agent, the very person who might just end gun violence in America, our antagonist, Wheeler. Now, Wheeler also lost a child to gun violence, and it causes her to snap. She forms a paramilitary group called 28 and takes 50 family members of Republican senators hostage in the U.S. Capitol. And her demand, of course, is the repeal of the Second Amendment in 24 hours. Now, Congress amending the Constitution in 24 hours is actually possible. 2/3 of the House and Senate pass the bill, and then 3/4 of the state legislatures have to ratify. It is possible if the political will is there. And Wheeler makes sure the political will is there by bringing it home to those Republican senators and literally holding a gun to the heads of their family members. So set pieces. The Capitol makes for incredible set pieces. The old Senate chamber where the hostages are held, the Erie Crypt, the rooftop where you can see the entire city, which is the set piece for the final chase and the big final scene. And then the dome, there's a fresco of George Washington looking down from heaven, evokes our protagonist. And then the heroine America with her sword trampling tyranny evokes our antagonist. So I would say that the theme of 28 is, can gun violence bring an end to gun violence? Now, somebody like Gandhi would say, no, there is no way to peace. Peace is the way. But our antagonist Wheeler says, yes. She says, I'm just a lobbyist. And let's be honest, a gun to congressmen's heads are the only way any bill has ever passed on Capitol Hill.